Morning, Ryan here at Bluegrass Honey and Bees. I'm going to go through some nucs that I requeen at my own queen cells. I haven't been in these nucs for a little over a month. I'm checking today to see if they got eggs, larvae, or brood. They may have brood, they may have eggs, they may have larvae. I also want to make sure that they're not a queen or drone layer, that there's nothing but a drone brood. Now if they don't have it today, next Sunday I go through them one more time. And if they don't have them, then I'm going to combine them with somebody. I got approximately 47 nucs out here that I need to check. Today's not a great day to be looking at bees, but I have no choice. Weather's not cooperating, but it'll be all right. They ain't done anything with the frames I stuck in here. They've been getting plenty of food. They may be dead. These may just be robber bees. We're about to find out though. Well, they got nectar going in, so they're not robbers. They are small. So what we got here. When you got nectar coming in, the bees tend to ignore sugar syrup. And that's what they have coming in, is some nectar still. So they don't care about this sugar syrup at all. There's not enough for them to draw a comb and any means or any good means. We'll see. And it looks like they got a queen. And she's somewhere on this frame. Oh, there she is. So they're good. I don't need to see any more. I'm just going to place them back down. Now, I'm going to give these guys a few more weeks before I put them in the deep box and start drawing that comb. When I start drawing that comb, I'm going to feed real heavy. I'm going to get a light sugar syrup, but we're going to feed them really heavy so they'll draw the comb. Right now is not the time to judge the brood pattern either. Because these queens are relatively new. Takes them a little bit to really establish themselves. When they start laying at first, they're kind of sporadic until they get in the groove, for lack of better words. We got to mow this yard. Rain's been getting the better of us lately. Shocked to see there's anything even coming in. They took all their food. Let's see what they look like. Nothing there. There's nothing there. This one might be a dead out. It happens. There's some bees, not a lot. Looks like they're working on comb, maybe. I did take some of the queen cells out of a few of them. These guys don't seem like they have a queen right now. They don't. Their queen may not have made it back. As low as they are, I should be able to see her. They look like she's gone. And they have nothing for food. You can hear it. I know they don't have a queen at all. So what I'm going to do with this one is, if they have a queen, they need drone comb and bees. I'll probably combine these later today or next week. I'm not going to do it right this second. Check them again next week, just to be sure. I mean, I should see a queen, but I don't. But it doesn't mean she's not there, and she's hiding real good. And this one looks a little different. Every nuc is different. It's a good sign when they immediately don't start screaming. Now these nucs aren't going to be big. I made them as 1 frame splits, and they got a queen. She's doing just fine. They got a brood pattern. And let's see if it was one they raised or my queen. Yeah, it's the one they raised. Or want my queen, rather. Got a little bit of nectar, a little bit of honey. I don't see anything really coming in. I'm not really trying to see the queen at this point. All I'm doing is checking for food and stuff. And making sure they got one. They got a little bit of honey on this frame. They're going to get fed tomorrow. See eggs. I ain't concerned about seeing the queen. They need to feed, feed, feed. What we'll do is, the ones that are dead don't have a queen, is I'll combine them with a nuc with a queen. They can handle the influx of the bee force. And we'll go from there. Let's see what this one looks like. Give me that smoker behind you just in case I need it. Let's see what we got. Ain't doing nothing here. Nothing's being done there yet. There's their queen cage, or cell. And they got larvae. Sweet. They do have a nutrition deficit going on. We'll fix that. It's just that they're small. These small nucs take a while to build up. They need a little bit of TLC while they're doing it. Yeah, she looks good. She's got eggs and larvae and some cap brood. Let me take my cell out. Be nice to see her, but that ain't as important as seeing that she exists. So, we got another one that's queen, right? We got 3 so far, and one that's pretty close to dead. Don't matter how you put these frames back in when they're not drawn out. Really don't matter how you put the frames back in, period. As long as you put brood with brood in the spring and early fall. In the summertime, don't matter at all. Alright, that one looks good. On to the next. It looks like they got some sugar syrup still. I don't like this bucket right here. I have a few like this that the seal is not good on the bucket, or I bought the lid without a good seal. And this causes the bees to go to the top of the bucket, which is okay. They ain't bees from this hive. But it causes them to go to the top of the bucket to see if they got, to try to get the sugar syrup out. I got some new buckets I'm replacing them with. Of course, it's hard to get rid of the old buckets when you need buckets. The more you have, the better. It's like the more bees you have, the better. Can't have enough bees. This one's a little bigger. And they got a patch of brood here and some brood there. And they took my queen, I hope. I see eggs down there. There's the queen. She's a happy little thing. I'm just putting them back together now. They got food. They look all right to me. Now, I did something with these ones that I don't generally do. But I'm still testing. You're always testing genetics. You're always testing stuff. These are carny, but I took them out of an angry hive. I have a very defensive hive on this yard, and I grafted from it. I want to see how well. Wow, that lid is messed up. These bees are the winner. She did a good job. That bucket needs replaced. What lid is cattywampus? So, there's what, 4? Only got 1 so far in this line that's not being right. This one looks pretty large. This can be deceiving. Oh, it's pretty big. Now, they aren't true carnioidans because they open mate. They're kind of mutt bees, but mutt bees are what you want because they're adapted to my area. I didn't mate these queens on my mating yards. I did it all right here. Could say I'm got lazy this year. All my nukes were from my mating yards that I sold this year, but I think I see larvae in there. See eggs for sure. Let's look at the next one. Well, this would be a great raid if the egg haul mostly came back with a queen, right? Now this one I had an extra queen cell, and I decided I didn't want to make another nuke. Oh yeah, they got a queen. I decided I didn't want to make an extra nuke, so I made 2. Just put 2 in here. There's a couple like this, and it'll be survival of the fittest queen, because they both hatched at the same time, but they got brood. I see larvae, I see eggs. Just have a queen in here somewhere. She's newly back and newly mated. I'm going to peep her just to be safe, because they could have a drone layer too, but they don't look like drone brood. But it could be. And they got a whole thing full of honey, nectar, 1 frame. They're going to need fed, but I haven't seen her. That means she's not here. I don't smoke real heavy when I'm going through a nuke, because you'll run that queen everywhere. There she is. She's a tiger stripe, but it doesn't mean she's not carny. She is. She could be. She could have been an egg laid from genetics of an Italian drone that the queen mother laid because they do breed with everything. Which it ain't a bad thing that they do that. Gives you more genetic diversity. Yeah, I'd like to have all black bees, all darker bees, but it's an old saying, it is what it is, it ain't what it ain't. As long as the queen does her job and the bees are healthy, it's all that really matters. So, looking pretty good in this line so far, just 1. Now this is a bigger nuke it looks like, but it can for you. Got a bunch of bees on the landing board. They got a little bit of sugar syrup left. No, I think this one might be bigger, but they can fool you. Oops, don't want that happening. Watch out, girls. Let me in there, thank you. Oh yeah, this is a bigger one. I'm sure we're all really big, but you get what you get. I don't like to equalize a nuke. I don't like to add brood to a nuke unless it's too small, because I want to see the genetics of that colony, and I want to see what the queen does. So that's nectar right there, or sugar water. Almost a pretty near 1/4 frame. The next one is cattywampus frame, but it'll be alright. It's another one that I just stuck 2 in. I'm like, you know what? Let's see what they do, because I don't want to bake another nuke. really didn't have the resource to. And there's the queen on the very first frame. She's a nice dark queen. It's funny, all these queens, everything I took them from was all the same hive, right? So far we've seen a tiger stripe, we've seen a couple black queens, or really dark queens, right? And that just tells you that it's hard to determine what color she's going to be and what her genetics are truly going to be when you take from a colony that was open mated. Now that colony that was open mated, it had some dark bees and some light bees and had a myriad of genetics in it, which is fine. Mutt bees are not bad. They're carny question mark. They're mixed breeds or whatever you want to call them, mixed bees. And there's nothing wrong with that. The only thing that'll be wrong with it is if they turn piss ass mean, or the queen fells, or the colony fells over winter. Now this one might be dead. It's looking like it. So I got 2 in this row of Nucs. Yeah. It's got a little bit. No, it may not be dead. Apologize for coughing on you. So this one, nope, they both hatched. Look at that fresh white wax though. They do need fed, boy, they need fed, they need fed. Have some that didn't have any food. They could have been robbed. Let's see if they got a queen. She should jump out quick. I don't see any eggs or larvae. Some pretty wax though. They drew that out just before everything went bad. Their queen's gone. They didn't make it. So I got 2 so far in this row. Look at that beautiful frame. Boy, that's nice. Too bad. I'll come back through here and just double check. Oh, they do got a queen. I don't know if she's made it or not, but they got a queen. They're hungry. Hey, I'm gonna have my cameraman do something for me. That one bucket way down there that was half full of food, bring it here. Right now, this one does, especially since they got a queen. Find out if she's a mated queen, and then put that bucket over there. Looks like they fooled me. So that just goes to show you can't really determine until you see the queen. I want to look at this one hive right here. This Nuc's been here a few weeks longer than these other ones. I just want to see what it looks like on the inside real quick. See if they're doing anything. See if they're dead. See if they're alive. Probably hungry. See what they're doing, just to look. And there's not very many bees in it. I'm not going to poke them. I'm just going to feed the shit out of them. Excuse my language. It's just they're too small to have a good field force to go and collect nectar. We got some over here too, right? Is that the ones I set down that I didn't put a queen cell in?
Yeah. But there's something in the middle. Yeah.
I still want to look at it. Let's see what it did. I got a bunch of Nucs. I'm going to try to take you
Yeah, that's one of them.
Huh?
That's one of them.
Okay. I'm way behind. Next weekend, I'm going to be harvesting honey. I'm way behind. But it happens. There's real no schedule as long as you get everything in and done and the bees fed up and treated by mid-August. And then you start feeding them up. Now these were made a little bit bigger on purpose. So I have 7 I made really large. That was done purposefully. I decided I'll let them raise their own queen. Sometimes that works. Sometimes it backfires and the queen don't make it through winter. We'll see which one it'll be this time. Lots of pollen coming in on that hive right there. But these bigger hives, they have enough field force to get out and collect the nectar. Holy crap. This one's full of freaking nectar, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. And these 7 that we set down to raise their own queen, they had nothing. We didn't give them any food. We just put bees in it. So this is all what they're bringing in during the lulls of the rain. Doesn't look like they raised, but they could have. They could have tore the cell down. So far, it don't look like they raised a queen. But they're very calm. That can fool you too. Because there could be a drone layer in here. And they'd be just as calm and working with her. Let's see what this one is. They all had eggs in them, so they all had a chance. Well, I don't suspect their queen would be back that quick. These have been here like a couple weeks shorter than the others. There is a cell there that looks like it hatched. I don't see a queen. Just because I don't see her don't mean she's not here. I gotta check these guys again in 2 weeks. They're bringing in food. They may not need the feeding. Like I said, every hive is, every nuke, a little different. No matter how big they are, they do things differently. One colony decides one thing, another colony decides it's time to do something else, and that's just the way it goes. Let's hope this one came back though, because these genetics came from some hives that I really like to keep. Doesn't mean I will, doesn't mean I won't. It's all a gamble. Alright, on to next. Alright, see, that's why I don't like them buckets. They don't really have a seal, a rubber seal inside of it. They seal, but the bees can smell the sugar. And it makes them go mad. Now this nuke box has a problem. This lid is messed up. Is this one of my 7? No, I don't think it is. Could be, but I don't think it is. Let's push these over to the side. What's that? Yeah, we'll find out if it's got a queen cell in it that I put in it. That's why I left them in, was I wanted to be able to tell. Oh, they were drawing calm. They're going to continue. Hope so. It's alright though, I have comb. I would prefer to make them draw new fresh comb. They have nectar. You can see the nectar in themselves. This looks like one of the 7. Because they only had 2 frames of brood and a few handful of bees and everything else undrawn. Yeah. Huh?
It's not.
It's not. You seen a cup?
Queen cells on this side.
Okay. Well, then this one should have a queen by now. They tore it down, so she hatched, but she's on a pallet. Sometimes they don't come back when they're on a pallet. They seem like they're happy. I don't see any eggs. She may not have made it back. She may have. I don't think she had though. But they're calling. them they're not going berserk, screaming for mama. I think I see some eggs, maybe. Dark blue. On the other side one more time. I don't see her. Thought I did for a second. Doesn't mean she's not here. So, we'll close. Where? Did I miss her? Oh, she is there. Cute. Oh, she's looking for space to lay. She may have just came back. Next week we'll know for sure. I'll give them this back. Like that to do. What can you do? I think some of my buckets have a good seal on them. I bought some cheaper buckets and, well, that was a mistake. I try to keep on the cheap, but sometimes the cheap's not good. Sometimes the cheap comes back and bites you in the butt. Now we gotta run these guys off. Get out of here. Go away, y'all. Yeah, they still have food. It's not really robin season yet. It's getting close. Getting darn close. Let's see what these guys got. Overcast day. Should help. Supposed to rain later. Should help. And that bucket that's on the top, they can smell the sugar in, makes them go to the top and not the bottom. Even though they can't get the sugar, they're sure going to try. They're like, free food. Now my big colonies, they're not doing that. It's just the Nucs. All right, they're queen rat.
The cell's coming for it.
I seen it. They're queen rat. And this queen looks like she is good to go. Holy moly. She's got brood capped. Oh, it might be a little late. They should be seeing capped brood maybe. Some of them not, but I got it marked on my calendar. The day's the day you check for eggs and larvae. And sometimes you find brood, and sometimes you find larvae, and sometimes you find eggs. Just depends on the queen. And how much food she had coming in, all kind of things. And if she returned well mated. Alright, and they got food too. They're looking pretty good. Now I'm just gonna do this. Hotel. They're gonna need fed again, but it'll work. They're darn near big enough to fend for themselves if the nectar flow is good. We've got a spotty one right now. Comes and goes because the rain. Rain's good and bad all at the same time. Look at those bees trapped in there. Forced to squeeze their little ways in there, now they can't squeeze back out. Alright. So we got one so far that's not queen right. The other one we've seen a queen. We don't know if it's queen right though. We're gonna guess and hope it is, but you never know. Same thing with these darn buckets. They can't get to it. It's just that they can smell it. And the smell drives these Nucs crazy. Now the bigger boxes, like I said again, they ain't robbing, because if they were, all my dokes on this yard would be dead. It would kill them all. Which next weekend I'm going to take these big hives and move them, leave the Nucs to build up. Oh, they're drawing comb. There's still a flow going on. Has to be. Generally, if they're wet in these bulks, these would be empty. Not to mention, I put some test stuff out to see if my big hives would be all over it, and they're not even hitting anything I would put out. Except for the Nucs. They're the only ones that are because they're small. This is what small bees do. Whenever you make a nuke and there's a queen, it looks, maybe not. Looks like a queen almost, but it's not acting like one. I don't think that's a queen. Don't think it's a queen at all. This was probably gonna be a shake. Even though it's larger. I'm not seeing anything. This ain't a queen at all. Where'd it go? Disappeared now. Yeah. Well, it looks like it could be a queen, but she's got, oh my God, she's gonna die. Look at her. She can't even walk right. Well, she's got something wrong with her legs. And her wings. She's got K-wing. Fuck me. Well, let's see if this is actually a queen. Doesn't look like one. Could be though. But it's a bad thing. Cause she ain't laying. Her legs and everything look messed up. I hate doing this, but I don't think it's a queen. It looks like it could be. I don't think that's a queen. Let's just give her a better look. It's not. It's a sick bee. It's probably a freaking drone layer wannabe. Just leave it there. Ain't a queen at all. Yeah. Even with experience, you can see things that you think are there and they're not right. She looks a little bigger, but it's not a queen.
Like 17%.
They're probably queenless, so there's another one dead. It's not dead, it'll be used somewhere else. We'll keep them alive for now. Guna, guna. In other words, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Dun dun dun. No. Let's see what we got here. They've ate all their bucket. Let's pull this out. I'm sure there's nothing important on it. It's just some food. It's my queen cage, or queen cell. I want to keep calling it a cage, but it hatched. Wonder if she came back. It's luck of the draw sometimes. Oh, she's back. There's larvae down there in them tails. So they got a queen. I'm not going to go any further. They also got food. They're going to need more. I'd say a couple more weeks feeding, they'll be meat bugs. I hope. Now, if it gets too close to winter, it's when you make decisions. When it gets too close to fall, and that's when I decide I'm going to get me a brood carrier and bring brood out and equalize all these nucs to make them bigger so that they can go through winter. I want to get them hatched out and raising that those winter bees as soon as possible. They always do this well, they do this sometimes. They're small. It's okay. Oh, they're not so bad though. That's a whole fresh thing and they got nectar coming in. It's fresh, strong homing. Huh?
See, okay.
Where? Yep. And you can see they got yellow pollen on their legs. And we already seen the queen. Now I just got one more thing to do. We'll set this guy down. Got to pull this out. Because I don't want to leave it in there. It ain't going to hurt nothing, but I'd rather take it out. And she's brand new. She probably just started laying. That's the eggs, larvae. Alright. We're just going to close them back up now. Try not to kill that queen. There she is at the top. Come on, Mama, go down. Please go down. Well, in instances like this, I don't want to take a chance to squish her. I don't feel like fighting picking her up. Because I could squish her. I'm going to do that. Because the comb's a little cattywampus. We got the field force coming in. Looks like a beautiful thing. We got a couple that are queenless. I'm sure we'll have more. Some people enjoy watching failure. Some people enjoy watching success. Me, I don't care. I'm not a glass half full or half empty kind of person. I'm a realist. It's just a glass of water. It don't matter how much volume is in it. It's just water. I am, though, the bees are both alive and dead at the same time kind of person, which is kind of a Schrodinger's cat kind of thing. If anybody knows what that is, they're both alive and dead, queenless and queen right at the same time until you open the box and remove all doubt. They were drawn. They ain't drawing much more out of that. Come on, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. The sun keeps warning me my battery's about to die, so I'm getting ready to hush, and they got a queen. Oh, they got a queen. They got a nice, shoot, she must have hatched early. The day we were putting them in here, they were hatching. They must have really loved her and just let her rip, tater, chip. Holy moly. Or this was one that I set down a couple weeks ago. Look at all that brood though. No, it's not. There's eggs. Oh, other side. Yep, there's eggs. I must have either stole the queen. Where is she at? Oh man, I either stole the queen for this one.
No, there's cells in there, so.
Or there's a cell in it that I'm not seeing yet. My son just said there is. Tell you what, he's always in a rush. Actually, Dad's in a rush, but and there's their cells. So, and they got lots of food and lots of bees, and they're happy fellers. Happy, happy, happy. Makes me a happy feller. Now we're gonna do this one back differently. Oops. Queen, 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 queen. It's nice to have queens. It's even better when that's your own queens. It's really nice when you raise your own queen. And gives you a feeling of satisfaction knowing that you grafted that queen and hatched her out and made all the conditions as perfect as you can, and the bees accepted and loved her. And she came back mated. Now there will be those out there that tell you you can't make queens or have nukes on a yard with production yard. It's got to be a nuke on the yard. You can't have that. They'll tell you can't have nukes on a production yard that's raising queens, but you can. Anyway, my battery just died and flipped out. It's going to die forever now. So this is Brian signing out with Bluegrass Honey and Bees. Have a great weekend.